It's time for a 2-minute timeout with Joe Shuda.
Between 1991 and 1994, Tommy Greene was 34-14 pitching for the Phillies, including a no-hitter. However, how did he feel when injuries began to cut his career short at the age of 27?
It was hard for me at one time, and I was lucky to have a good friend of mine with the Phillies, Dickie Knowles, that works for the Phillies, and that's sort of what he does with people. I had the injuries, and I was bitter at it because I was young. Nobody worked as hard as I did to prepare myself for a season, to try to prevent and do what the trainers told me to do, to how to take care of myself to prevent these injuries, trying to be strong enough and do the little weights where your rotator cuff and flexible enough in your legs and strong enough conditioning. And it was not because of lack of effort. If anything, I mean, I've had people tell me I might be doing too much, maybe give it a rest a little bit, but that's when you start having injuries. You're always trying to find a cure, trying to change things and figure out what works for you. And I think that's one of the big things about being an athlete. You got to find out what works for you physically, a lot of times mentally too, and try to be able to adjust because your body's going to change, and that's what happens. That's what I had trouble with, and I was real bitter at it for a while because I was that close to being not where I really didn't have to worry about anything. One healthy year, the money's not as near as great back then as it was now, but I was still on that verge of being one of those guys that healthy year, when I was healthy, I pitched well. I could have made some quality money to take care of my family. I really wouldn't have to worry about anything. But that's why once you get into pro ball, you learn it's a business, and you want to try to take care of your family for the rest of your life. You know you're not going to play it past really a certain age, and you really need to try to take care of yourself and take advantage of the opportunity to be able to make that type of money. And that's what was bitter for me a little bit. You know, yeah, the game was taken away from me, I felt like some. And I enjoyed and I loved the game, and I was bitter at it because I was that close to being able to really not worry about too much.
I'm Joe Shuda with this 2-minute timeout.